recording now. Alright. So, welcome guys. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, when you have this, right, when you create a polysphere 32 or, whether it's going to be polysphere, whether it's going to be dynamesh 32, doesn't matter. Right, create first, create a ball. I used this polysphere 32, dynamesh 32. Right, so go with the simplest one. Right, once you created this, first thing that you want to know is if the head structure, right? So head is the skull, right? And the jawline, scalp and the jawline, correct? So that is divided into two. So how do you divide this? Is by holding by holding Control and then dragging with your move tool. Can?
Yeah.
Okay. When you drag it, try to avoid symmetry if possible. Uh, just double check, because sometimes when you do scaling, especially when you have like half of it, that there might be stretches. So if you see stretches, that time you just undo and then off your symmetry. Offing your symmetry, active symmetry, you can just off it, or by pressing X. Clear? If you foresee any issues of stretching. So anyways, to copy or to duplicate within the subtool, right, within one tool, you just have to hold Control and use the move tool to drag it. Hold Control and drag it. Okay, then you will have a copy of this. So you can scale it down like that and just get the rough look first. Can? Hello?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Right, once you have already done this, what you have to do next is you press Q going back to draw. Alright, so Q, W, E, R. So normally when you press W with this 3D gizmo, all these three different modification of the gizmo will just appear here. So you can scale it. The box is to scale it, the arrow is to move, the circle is to rotate. Clear?
How do you rotate the bottom circle?
See, if you press with this gizmo, right, that's to be careful when you press Y, it becomes to transpose. Transpose, you will get confused because this is the older version one, and with gizmo is much more easier for you. Transpose is powerful, but try to just stick to this. So if you lose this pivot or this 3D gizmo, if you go here, you see, what is this? Right, this is so confusing, so many buttons and all that. Press Y. Right, see this gizmo 3D Y, make sure you on this. Alright, okay, how do I rotate this is, you see the circles,
Yeah.
right? So each of the circles represents the axis. Okay,
Okay.
all these colors, right? So green is Y, the blue is Z, X is red. Okay, same goes with the rotation. But rotation here may be flipped, but that's fine as long as it can rotate. You just have to hold on the axis and just rotate it. Okay, if you hold
Yeah.
on the white area, that means it will rotate in a different position. Can I
Yeah. But how do you switch it to the bottom?
how do I drag it to the bottom?
No. How do you switch the move to the bottom ball?
Oh, The gizmo.
Yeah,
How did it come to the bottom ball?
yeah,
Okay, yours is appearing here
yeah.
above,
It's
is it?
appearing above the ball.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what you can do is there's few things in this gizmo. Okay, you see all these icons here, right?
yeah,
Okay. So this is already locked, which means it is locked and it will just read uh, the origin. So how you create it. If it's the gizmo is on top, then the gizmo will remain there. Say if you want to move the gizmos around, so like how you use Illustrator, how you use Photoshop, right? So you have this anchor point you move around. So this is similar to that. Okay. So if you want to move things around or your gizmo you want to move it to the center, so what you have to do is you click on this lock here. You click once, it will unlock. Unlock means I can move it anywhere, or by holding alternate I can just drag it. Alternate will unlock automatically. Okay, you can see,
yeah,
right? So that is for moving. So wherever you want to move, whichever position, because each one of its position will have this. This is the anchor. So the strength will come from here. Example, if I lock it back, locking back meaning I am stating, okay, the anchor should remain here, right? See, if I am going to stretch it or scale it like this in any specific direction, then it will follow this anchor. This is the 100% strength, right? So from here it will slowly, it will use this as the anchor and then push it from here. It will be projecting the strength from here, from the gizmo. Making sense?
yeah,
Okay. Say if you don't know how to get here and you're stuck here, example, I believe this is where it is stuck for yours, right?
yeah,
Okay, if it's stuck here, what you can do is you just have to click this, boop, and then you can click home. Home is straight away it will start to the origin. See that? It will go up. So sometimes you may not want it to be right on top here. So it goes to the origin, which means the 0 0 axis. Okay, this is 0 0, the birth axis, alright, or position or location, point 0. So I unlock it and I'll just drag it and drop it approximately to the center, example, and I will lock it. Okay, you can try this with all this. Say I have already, your gizmo is going this way, example. Okay, if this happens, if you were to move, it will move diagonally and it's going to cause, you know, very uneasy movements or not uniformal move, I would say, right? Not in a proper direction. Sometimes it works. So with this gizmo you can do wonders, huh? Sometimes the position needs to be at such, so when you scale from this position and so on and so forth. Okay, can.
yeah,
So if this happens, you can't go, what am I going to do? Very easy. Click on the unlock. See this arrow here, a circle arrow. Pop, click on it, and this will reset. This is to reset the position of the. Make sure you unlock. Don't do it like this, or you don't do this. Can see? With lock, it will then move the entire object. Alright? If you unlock, it only affects the gizmo. Making sense?
yeah,
Alright? So the arrow here is a reset. Okay. And then you can pin it meaning you can pin it anywhere you want. Yeah? And then you've got this is like a location. You find a location, maybe the location needs to be here, then you just play around with this, but make sure that you unlock, then you lock it. Got it? Very simple. Unlock to adjust the position of the gizmo wherever you want, and then locking it to lock the position so that it remains where it's supposed to be remaining. Right?
Yeah.
Clear? Right. So this is very basic. Okay. Then you have this gear. When you click on this gear, you got other options given to you. So these are transform types. Okay. You can do bend. You can play around with all this. So you can taper it. All right. See that? You can try this out. You know, when you want to, when you have time. Okay. So you can pull all this, what they call, the gizmos that is given to you to form a shape, right, for transformation. These are all handles given to you to state how much you want to taper and so on and so forth. Okay, this is practically to add in, okay, how many points you want to that, or you can scale it in different manner and so on and so forth. Got it? So go back to gear. If you want to back your what they call your gizmo, hit the gear again, click on the gear once, and then hit gizmo 3D. Now it's back to normal gizmo. Right, transform is very powerful. Okay, so this will give you different types of you know deformation options for you. Okay, like how you have in Photoshop. But let's focus on the transform first. Okay, cool. Any questions this far? Understand
Not
already?
fun. Yeah,
Alright, so easier now?
a bit.
A bit easier. Huh? So if you want to rotate, you know how to rotate, right? Make sure you,
Yeah.
alright, you click on the empty space and rotate. I'm just reflecting back. If you want to move the canvas, or you want to pan up and down, right and left, wherever position that you want, is by holding alternate. If you want to zoom in, zoom out, by moving a little bit, holding the alt key, and let go the alt key and move up and down the pen. Right, that will zoom in, zoom out. Okay, cool. So any questions before I move to show you how to model a head? Anyone? Any questions?
Not for now.
Alright, cool. Uh, Please do not be shy. Okay. Now, if you were to cut or dissect this, say you have, based on the drawings that is given, or based on the drawings that you have already done for head studies and so on and so forth, right? Say, let me go. Right, kapush. See how is it formed? A head is formed with a circle and then a square. Correct?
Yeah.
Alright. So that is pure basic lah. So you want to have a circle, then a square. Don't look at this nose and lip part, but as an overview. So very simple. Pop one and then one circle. So that is what you intend to get first. So which means you need to carve out. Got it?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So press X to make sure that you have the symmetry. Now press B, or you can click on this standard brush here. Alright, and look for move tool. These are important tools, brushes that can be very helpful. If move tool, look for move. If you cannot find it, it's overblown with too many information here. Move tool starts with what? Move tool. Which letter? M. So press M. So now it will filter for you. So when you hit move tool, okay, now you can move things around, right? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So now if you want to have your brush, size to be big, you can press S and then make it big. Or you can go here, you see the draw size, you can also make it big and small depending what scale you want or how much strength you want the move tool to be applying to the mesh. Clear?
Yeah.
Alright, another shortcut key is your spacebar. You can also adjust here. So whatever that you have, the main components is given to you, the tools, alright, for your brush sets to choose from and so on and so forth. This is a hotkey. So S is for your draw size. Okay, you'll get the hang of it as you move on. Okay, with this now, right, I make the size bigger so that I can push the objects accordingly with a good strength. Can?
Yeah.
Right. Once you have done this, say now whenever you do a copy or duplicate, especially when dragging it with control, right? So what it does is it is copying, but it's still under one roof. Okay, it's just that now if you see it in light gray and grayed out area is practically been masked. Okay, so this has already been masked automatically. In order for you to shift by holding control, hit once, right? Just click once, like that. So it will shift to the skull area. So here you can also adjust it accordingly, right? So remember, this is still master, still a one piece.
Sir,
Yes,
I press X, but the thing still didn't go symmetry.
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 Is this on active symmetry?
Yeah.
Um, okay.
Sometimes I also have that problem. Maybe the axis is wrong.
Yep. So go to transform here. See this, right? So M is mirror symmetry. Make sure this is on. X or whichever axis that you're going to work on with, right? And then you've got this visible symmetry center, or you can go for as pivot or local symmetry. Can try this and see. Local symmetry also can. Boleh?
Boleh.
Tak boleh? Boleh ke tak boleh? Can or cannot?
Not.
Cannot. Still cannot. Okay. Can you take a quick snap of print screen and then paste it on the classroom, please? And just show your cursor like that.
Do you see the red point?
Oh, it is wrong. Why is you have to reset your right. I think you have wrongly reset. It is the symmetry is there. It's just that it is going in a wrong position. So perhaps you want to off the local. Try that and see. You see this one? L dot symmetry. Off that and see. Can
Okay,
you
I'll try.
can?
Still cannot.
Okay. To transform, blah blah blah. Use posable symmetry. Hit that. Or perhaps you just want to do on axis. This is set pivot. Set pivot. As pivot is setting pivot from here. Can? Still cannot?
Click what?
See this under transform? You can set pivot. You got clear pivot point. Click on C pivot first. Alright. So it clears up C point. And then hit on the, make sure it's on vertical symmetry or local symmetry. Can? If still cannot, then you rather create a brand new one.
Why I can't click on the C pivot?
Why you can't click? Oh, that one I cannot. Because it's already been cleared. The local symmetry is on. C pivot you cannot already because you have already clicked once. It has already reset it. It has cleared the pivot point. See that? So whenever you do that, that's what happens. Okay, another thing is because of your gizmo. Alright, so this is also the symmetry point. What you can do is you can off this, unlock it, go to home, drag it to the center or drag it up, right, and lock it. Or before you lock it, what you can do is you reset this and then lock it. Now try. Can?
I'm trying.
Okay.